Alright, welcome back. I have eaten dinner. I've processed everything. Um, but we're back for some more incredible Death by or Death Must Die gameplay. Um, excuse me. Perfect. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and get, I guess this would be video 5 out of the way. Alright. Let me mosey on over here and press record. Welcome back, YouTube. Datum Gaming here. I still haven't settled on a good opener. I've heard plenty over the years, but I haven't found one that fits me yet. Maybe one day. But we're going to continue our journey. This is going to be number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count. 1, 2, Anyways, video 4 was a bust. I was not playing well, to say the least. But we're going to stop that right now. We're going for that big win so that we can change characters.
Yes.
We've sort of figured it out, so I'm going to try and do a lot more damaging spells this time. Try not to do so much nitpicking, because I think when I'm doing all those extra rolls and I'm trading everything out, I might potentially be hurting myself because I'm not taking that extra damage.
Careful. I'm.
Alright. Here we go. Banish here. Gonna reroll. Perfect. Execution. Done. It's a good first start. And I forgot to get. Well, I don't need it. I actually think that last game on.
Need a sickle to face.
I do need a sickle. I'm an expert at that. Had I not sucked versus those bosses and literally dodged into their attack, I think I actually could have put a really good run together on that one. I had a really good group of settings. But you just got to get better. And that's the plan. This is going to be... This is the winner right here, right? And before I win, this is the winning round right here.
Turn up the heat.
Oh, Summer. Stop coming up. Ugh. Yes. Much better. So, the one thing I do wish this game had is when you're scrolling over, I can always hit Alt for more information, depending on what it is, right? What I really, really wish this had was like a way to compare so that I could see, oh, this is what Lifelink does. So compared to my normal dash, I'm going to have more charges, less charges, something to that nature. I feel like it kind of ignores some of the things. You compare the gear, but I want to kind of be able to compare my attack, my dashes. Um, I think that would be something cool or beneficial. I'm not 100% sure if this is considered still early access or if it's just, you know, it is where it is now. Oh wow, that was a huge evade. So for example, oh, I didn't take it. Had I taken it, which is not good. Thank God. Okay. No, we're not gonna banish. We're gonna re-roll. Why did I re-roll? I had a long day at work, as you can tell. I was dumb. I wasted 2 re-rolls on that one to take the same ability.
Interesting.
Alright. Ooh, here we go. Let's go with Ball Lightning. I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna try it. It seems like it could be good. I usually avoid... And I just ran right into that. Man, gotta be better. It's got a longer evade, so my hope is, or my... is that if I dodge into... Since I only have 1 dodge, I gotta make it count. And I usually avoid them, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I mean, that's how you learn, or at least that's what I've learned is...
You really think you can kill?
Splinter, 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 splinter! No here. Reroll. No here. Reroll. Oh! No here. Faster attack speed. I mean, it seems like it's kind of cool. So let's give it a shot. Oh, it like I can turn it. It's like directional. That's actually kind of cool. You know what? That kind of makes me wonder. I guess you can kind of turn you can curve it. You can arc it a little bit. It seems like it comes back pretty quickly. There we go. Your dash turns into a damaging ball. You can't. So it just gets a little damage increase. Then I want to get that at a higher level. So let's just go Chain Lightning. Oh wow! I mean, actually, that's pretty cool. Maybe I was missing out before, not taking anything like that. I mean, it does some pretty nice damage. You know what? I'm gonna take haste. I'm gonna try a little bit of a different take here. I mean, I like it actually. I think it might be pretty big time because I think I'm gonna be immune doing it. Ooh, hello time. Hello wisdom. So time field, out of here. Wisdom, more experience. Yes, please. More heals. It's gonna be hit or miss probably. So while I was eating dinner, I said I was maybe going to go look up a guide to see if anything was better, but I did not look up said guide. I don't want these in novice. Just going to keep going chain lightning. Beth cooked some andouille sausage and some jambalaya mix, and it's pretty good. It's one of those things where I have to be really careful when I'm eating something like that because of the spices and stuff in it. Since my surgery, I can really have a very negative response to it, but I'm doing okay right now. Gremlin Roost, what does he do? Minus dash cooldown. No, health. Ooh, level 1. Oh, man, I really want this so bad. I'll take it. So the curses in Mayhem are good. Now I just need a really high gem high, and I think I'll be in a good spot. So that one right there, I need to figure out how to dodge that one better. Damn. I'm getting bullied. I'm not playing well, but I'm definitely getting bullied. Ooh, that's not bad. Whoa. Armageddon seems pretty cool. When you level up, all hell breaks loose. Three reroll, 3 alteration. That's really good. 79 evasion. It's kind of like a side grade. Doesn't really help me too much. 1 reroll, 1 banish, 22 more adept. That's just straight better on all fronts. Yeah, so sometimes just checking these it's a good idea because I mean, like I said, some of these abilities that are coming out of these are better. I'd like to get a lot more. Oh, that's really good for banish. I lose alteration though, and I feel like alteration's kind of what's carrying me through. I really want to buy this. Lose 3 banish. No. Alright. Let's stop messing around. Let's get aggressive with our alteration. See if we can get a good run going. Yeah, so I think this game was $5 or $8. Nope, not gonna do winner. I'll take a splinter off the bat. Alright, so now I just need I need to roll into time and then just live with it. Yeah, it was on sale for $5 or $8, I can't remember. You know, but I've paid $100 for games, you know, because that's how expensive games seem to cost if they come from certain companies. Blizzard. Oh, I'm sorry, something was in my throat.
Still stuck
And
in
I've just been so disappointed and just turned off. I mean, Master Ravens, I can't really turn that down. Because they just feel so half-baked. They're just like, I don't know, just not well planned or thought out. Like, I'm sure everyone said it, but like Diablo 4 was such a huge disappointment for me. It's just so much missed potential. Like, could have been. Thank you. So we're gonna banish, reroll. Perfect. Yeah, it was just like the game could have been so incredible, and it just, I don't know what happens. Whether they rushed it out or, you know, all that drama that was happening within the company, you know, it was horrible hearing about how some of those people were getting treated, and that poor woman who took her life, and it's just, you know, it's such a sad state when, whoa, hey now, your armor no longer gives you any damage reduction when you hit enemies. Restore life. Well, that's freaking cool. Alright. So don't worry about health. It's funny that, you know, having played this character so much, like, you'd think I would have seen most of these abilities, or I wouldn't be finding abilities I've never seen before, but hey time, here to give me something really good? Why yes you are. Gem high. Alright, we're on the makings of a good run. Well, good thing I got vampirism, because I just dodged into that attack and I'm already full life again. That's freaking crazy. See, and like that's what I love about this game. It just feels like sometimes you can get something that's just so incredibly like game breaking or overpowering. Like, wow. Like, it's in. So get rid of sickles because I'm tired of that ability. I really want. There it is, Soul Stores. Perfect. You can get one ability that really changes the complexity of a build, or the complexity of any build. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's figured out there's just this one ability, like as long as you have it, you win. This one seems insanely strong. But yeah, how could Diablo 4 have so many people working on it, so much going on, and then it just comes out and it feels like it's had less polish and shine than a game like this? Let's see if we get a higher level. Force, perfect. Time field, leave. I mean, clearly this game has some things that, you know, you can tell it's a small team that worked on it. But I have no complaints about this game so far. I have thoroughly enjoyed playing it. Nice. Not only have I thoroughly enjoyed playing it, it's just been really surprised. Like, and maybe that's what makes it so cool or so good, is that when you find something like this that just feels so familiar but also different. Wow, forced expert, that's big. Yeah, to find something that feels this different but the same. And it's weird that you can get that with some games in some genres, but other times you just can't really get it or mimic it. Like, for me, Super Mario Brothers is one. I don't know why I can't get that same feeling from another game. In the same way that I do playing, even when you play Super Mario on a different version of it, it still just has that feeling to it. But I've played plenty of games that try to be Super Mario, and it's just, they feel so, I don't know, like called in or generic. There's probably a better way to describe that. You know, when I was younger, I had Sega Genesis before I had a Super Nintendo, because I was a dumb kid. Get out of this. Get out of this. Live with it. No, I deserve this. I deserve this. Shit. So I don't ever need concentration. I have the heal. Armor does me no good, so that can go away. And I guess we're taking Divine Shield. Maybe that'll help me, give me a little bit of protection, since I'm so bad at dodging today for some reason. So I went from episode 3 where I was dodging 100 bullets. I'm in and out of everything. I don't want lifelink. I do want that mayhem, but I want to see if I can get it at a different level. Okay. Magical ambulance. Yeah, so I had a Sega, but I didn't have. If I'm remembering correctly, the Super Nintendos were too expensive. Because I remember going to, it was either Target or I think it might have even been Sears back when they existed. I'm sure there's a Sears somewhere. But we went to go see if we could get one. It was for my birthday or for Christmas. And when we got there, they wouldn't sell the individual system. They were only selling, oh wow. I'm just upgrading to expert on everything. They would only sell this super expensive bundle, and the bundle came with like the controller, all this other things. I think even came with like the Master Blaster, if I remember correctly, and one of the games that came with that. But it was like bookshelf. I want to say it was upwards of $500 or $700, you know, back in the day. Which, you know, if I did inflation now, probably means they were probably charging close to $1,000+ for Super Nintendo and all the stuff that came with it. So suffice it to say, we could not afford it. And the Sega Genesis, I think you could get it by itself. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I just suck. I can't. I was stuck on a thing. Didn't matter. Yeah, so the Sega Genesis was, you know, cheaper, per se. the lusty orc handyman. These six are ridiculous. Well, that's really good, just not for me. I need gloves, man. These gloves I've found are so, just the spell damage is cool, but I need something else because I'm not really doing spell damage. Maybe I should. I don't know. I had those perfect runs, man, and then now I'm just like getting bodied. Oh. Magical ring of learning. Yeah, so when I got Sega Genesis, I got Sega by itself. It either came with, was it Gems, which was their version of Tetris, or it came with Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, I know it came with Sonic, but Warp Strike, here we go.
Death's error.
Okay. Get out of here. Reroll. Gem high. Okay. Yeah, so I got that, and it might have been my grandma or somebody else. My mom told them that they were getting me the Sega Genesis, so they bought me a video game for it. So I ended up with 2 games. And the first game was incredible. I had it forever. Invasive thoughts. For a second, I thought I might have actually taken that. Yeah, the first one was incredible. The second one was god awful, and this is the one my grandma got me. So not even like my grandma's and my uncles. So my uncle was a really big gamer, and so he loved RPGs, and he loved getting me to play a bunch of RPGs or playing a bunch of games with him. But yeah, so the game he got me was Lethal Enforcers with the gun. So it was like playing it in the arcade. It was so fun. The other game I got was Sonic Pinball.
Blazing.
And Sonic Pinball was so freaking bad. Oh my god. It was the absolute worst. It was just boring. It lagged, I think, was the biggest thing. Where there were times when like the flippers didn't respond correctly for the pinball machine. So in case you didn't know what it was, Sonic Pinball is a game where Sonic is the ball in a pinball machine, and then the worlds are kind of like interactive. It was odd and weird, but I just like, for some reason the game just didn't run well, or it wasn't optimized well, or something like that. And I had to do that thing where, like, oh, your grandma bought you a gift, you have to pretend you like it, right? And so I remember playing it for a really long time when I was at her house. That's what I should take. 50% more damage. These are all terrible. I think I got those on one of my other runs too. Luckily, I shouldn't have to dash too terribly much. But yeah, like I had to do this thing where I had to pretend I really liked it, and I remember I was stuck on the first level forever because it just didn't run well, and like it had this like weird worm thing in the water that would eat you and stuff. It's just like
You have an eternity.
it didn't
to
make
spare.
sense
Remember that.
because it was just like, and above all things, okay. When you're playing Sonic, I think it was in Sonic 2, Sonic and Tails. There's a freaking level where it's like a casino and you're a pinball and you're like bouncing around and stuff. And it was actually like some of those levels were kind of cool, but was that in Sonic Pinball? Hell no, that wasn't in Sonic Pinball. I had this weird like alien level where I'm getting attacked by water worms and stuff like that. And you're just like, okay, what am I playing right now? It just definitely felt like a game, like it was a pinball game they made. Hold on one second, like something over here is not working right. Let me check. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right. Yeah. So it's just like they made this game, and I don't know. It didn't test well, or it didn't seem like it was gonna do well. So they're like, you know what we'll do? We'll just put Sonic the Hedgehog in it and sell it for the Sega Genesis. Yeah, this run feels so much better. I'm still really light on hit points, but it feels better.
Death.
Oh man, I'm just getting death left and right. Yeah, it was like I played it, we were there, it was maybe Thanksgiving weekend, so it might have been right after my birthday or something like that. I don't remember why we were there. We went to my grandma's a lot. But yeah, I had to play it all weekend because every time my grandma came in and I wasn't playing it, she would do that thing where she goes, "What's wrong, honey? You don't like my game?" And I could tell, like, it made her feel bad. So I played Sonic's Pinball. Maybe it was called Sonic Spinball. No, I think it was Sonic Pinball. Yeah, and I just played that crappy game for an entire weekend. But, you know, I love my grandma. So if it made her feel, good or feel better, that's fine with me. I'm just getting up to expert on everything. So yeah, but on the other hand, there was the shooting game, and then up until the gun stopped working well, it was super fun to play. And it was a weird thing, like certain TVs it worked really, really well on, and then on other TVs it worked so, like, impossibly bad. I don't care about my spell duration. I think I need alteration to carry me a little bit. Yeah, so like I think it was like on CRTVs it worked really, really well, and then on other games it didn't work at all, or on other TVs, like it really depended on the curve of the TV. It was definitely not as good as like playing in the arcade, but it was still cool. And then trying to play it on a controller, oh my god, it was so bad. Because it put this little little crosshair on your screen, so then you were using the crosshair to try and it was just like
Sorry, Dad.
before games were games, right? Before people were really good at that. There we go. Master execution, hell to the yes. Yeah, so like I don't know, my brain just couldn't even process what was going on with that. So it was not happening playing it with a controller. Okay. Nope, I'm dead. Wow. Nope. I gotta. This. Man, this is bad. That was such a good run, too. I need to get past these first bosses. They're bodying me so hard. I am not doing well versus them. Well, I'm gonna play each character without any gear on, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go there. Oh, that's a really good one. So spell critical chance, so I lose 1 spell projectile count. That's not a big deal. I lose 3 reroll dice. That kind of sucks. Oh, that's the one that has the dragon fight next to me. That might actually be kind of fun to play with. Alright, so we're going to do one more attempt at this video. Win, lose, or draw.
You know how some
Oh, Mort. Experience. Yeah, so you couldn't play the game on a controller to save your life, or at least I couldn't. None of my friends could. It was bad. I'm gonna try something. Whoa. I just used that ability and it literally... so I can't tell if that's good or not. I used it one time and my whole freaking screen locked up. I literally thought I was gonna... It's gonna avoid that.
Remember that
Dr. Crumb. Seems like a really fair trade-off. Stun for 2 seconds. Every ability I have lasts longer. I can't tell if it's good or not. I mean, I'm like in this weird. Okay, so I've come to the conclusion that I don't care about summoning damage. They are just utilities. So I think I may have been overweighting summon damage. Okay, so that's what I wanted to see. So I took this ability because of the knockback.
Where to?
Ooh, hi. Oh Lord. Okay. Because I wanted to see if when I get to this first bosses, if I can dodge into them and it'll cancel the attacks. So I might just have to might have to play a super risky game of dodge stun lock maybe, if that's a possibility. Like I said, I don't know. I'm still kind of learning things on the fly.
Right.
Oh, winter, guess what? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Vengeful Strikes, but we'll take Breath of Fire. I got that bonfire. Llama. I mean, I guess I'll take the item, because... See, because like on those ghosts, when I dodged into them, they did not get stunned or get pushed back. So my fear is that bosses won't as well.
Make him feel.
Wow, your attack range. You know what? I might have been not giving that its proper dues. Attack range seems pretty strong. Now, if I could just get that ability. Okay. Let's see how strong I am. We're going to do the stand test for the slimes. It's not looking good so far. Nope. not boding well. I am living life on the edge right now. The one time I'd really need wells, I can't seem to get a well. Oh my lord, how am I not dead yet? Come on. We're coming up with the bosses here in a second. I think. Okay, so we're gonna try to dodge into him. Nope, it doesn't work. Okay, well, oh, that was bad. I don't even know how I was still alive, to be honest, but alright guys, thanks for watching another awesome video of me playing very badly. It's been a long day. Getting up early, working all day, and then streaming. It's an exhausting life. To my one streamer who came back. But we'll keep it up. Alright guys? Deuces. Leave a like, leave a comment.